Hello, just another video from John quickly. Right, okay, this is just in relation to my Anker portable power station. Obviously these are the Anker solar panels. I've got them connected to the power station, yeah, and on the display you can see, if you make out, that it's got 62 watts of power coming in, and I'm using 18 watts, which is charging the mobile phone at the moment. Now, obviously, this morning when I put this in, the power station was on 13% power. So I would say in a good 5 hours, I've nearly fully charged the unit. Now, obviously, I would have fully charged the unit, but I've been plugging in a couple of small electronic devices into it, which trickle charging them. So, but it would have been 100%, within 5 hours. Now, obviously, these are the Anker 625 solar panels, which is 100 watt. They're more than suitable for the 521 powerhouse power station. However, if you obviously purchase a higher model, you will have to make sure that you get the correct solar panels, because if you would connect these up to the higher model, it wouldn't be so efficient in charging it, and it would take a lot longer. So at the moment, to recap, I'm gaining in the sun right now. I'm gaining over 60 watts of power where I positioned it in the garden. Now, bearing in mind, with these solar panels, you will have to potentially, as the day progresses, move them around to get better sun coverage. But as you can see, 61 watts. I mean, if you're charging small devices, mobile phones can be 20, you're not utilizing the charge. So I'm quite pleased actually today, because I've been able to fully charge the unit, which was down to 13% last night, just by using solar. So I've charged about 6 devices over the last 2 days, fully charged without using any mains electricity. So yeah, I'll do another video and report back on how I get on. But so far, to recap, I've used the mains plug, I've used the USB-C, I've used the 2 front USB ports as well. I haven't tested the car socket adapter, and to be honest with you, if I could have had a choice where I didn't have a car socket on it and I could have had another 3-pin plug on it, I think I probably would have chosen another 3-pin socket, because the car socket is not something I think I'm going to use very often. But potentially that might be good for an air compressor or something. But for now, I've used a USB-C and I've used the 2 front USB ports with no issues at all. I have heard the fans kick in when it got warm, but that was only when I was charging a cordless battery for a vacuum cleaner last night, and the fans, I heard the fans kick in, but they weren't very loud. I would say probably anywhere between 30 to 35 decibels was the noise level, so that was fine. Yeah, so that's my small quick update on what it's like with the solar panels. Obviously, the advice I would give, which is something I should have done really, would be that if you are thinking about purchasing the power station, and you want the solar panels as well, my advice would be to go to the Anker website potentially, or look at sets, at least bundles, where they supply the power station and the solar panels in one. That way then you can save a bit more money, so that can actually help. Something else as well I was doing a quick check on as well recently, is the equivalent of this Anker 512 portable power station, is the EcoFlow. Now that one's the base model, which is actually currently on sale in Argos. But even though that's on sale in Argos, it's actually £250. It was actually more than what I paid for this. I don't think there's much difference between the 2 units. The only difference that I did notice with the EcoFlow is that it has a direct connection on the back of it for the solar panels. So with this one, I've had to use an attachment that goes into the back of the 512, which is a DC attachment, and that means it's charging it from the back, a bit like where the mains, it's where the mains plug connects. So something else that's quite helpful here as well, if you look, it tells you how to position it. Yeah, gives you a rough idea of how to position it to get maximum performance. I mean, it's a bit cloudy today, so we're having a bit of sun and then cloud and a bit of sun and a bit of cloud. So that's what tends to happen with UK weather. I don't think I'm going to get much success when it comes to the winter, but I will test it and see if we can get any sort of wattage coming from it. So the sun's gone behind the cloud now, and as you can see, it's now 100%. So when I put that on this morning, it was 13. It's now 100%. I'm currently pulling 16 watts, well, between 16 and 20 watts for the charge of the mobile phone. I've actually disconnected the phone that I'm using right now, so I will be plugging that back in after this video. And I also plan on plugging in this, which is going to be something for another video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.